As the first light of dawn stretches across the African plains, a low golden sun rises behind a line of distant acacia trees, casting long shadows across the dust. In the cool hush of early morning, before the heat begins its steady climb, a herd of elephants moves slowly through the tall grass. Their silhouettes are immense, yet gentle, ancient shapes shaped by millions of years of survival. Each step is deliberate. Each breath seems to carry the weight of memory. The matriarch leads. She is the oldest female in the herd, her ears worn at the edges, her tusks curved with time. Within her mind lives a living map of the land, waterholes remembered from decades past, safe passages through dry seasons, and hidden valleys where green shoots emerge after rain. The survival of the herd depends on her knowledge. Around her walk daughters, sisters, aunts, and calves, bound not just by blood, but by a powerful social intelligence that rivals our own. Elephants are the largest land animals on Earth, yet their power lies not in size alone. Their trunks, remarkable muscular organs containing tens of thousands of individual muscle units, can uproot a tree or delicately lift a single blade of grass. With it, they drink, feed, greet one another, and explore the world through touch and scent. When two elephants meet, their trunks entwine gently, a greeting both intimate and profound. The calves remain close to their mothers, walking beneath towering bodies like shadows beneath mountains. A newborn calf enters the world after nearly 22 months of gestation, one of the longest pregnancies in the animal kingdom. At birth, it weighs over 100 kilograms, yet it is vulnerable in ways that only family can protect. Within minutes, it struggles to stand. Within hours, it must learn to walk. The herd forms a protective circle around the newborn, a living wall of gray skin and unwavering vigilance. As the sun climbs higher, the herd moves toward a distant waterhole. The land here is dry, the grass is brittle from months without rain. But the matriarch remembers a hidden source of water beneath the cracked earth. With powerful sweeps of her trunk and the steady force of her feet, she begins to dig. Others join her. Soon, muddy water seeps upward, and one by one, the elephants drink deeply, spraying cool liquid across their backs to ease the rising heat. Their ears, broad and thin, serve not only to hear, but to regulate temperature. Blood vessels run close to the surface, releasing excess warmth as they flap slowly in the afternoon sun. In the shimmering air above the savannah, heat waves dance, and distant birds circle lazily overhead. Communication within the herd is constant, though often inaudible to human ears. Elephants produce low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground as vibrations. Miles away, another herd may feel those signals through sensitive receptors in their feet. In this way, the plains hum with messages, warnings of danger, invitations to gather, reassurances between mothers and calves. By midday, the herd seeks the sparse shade of acacia trees. Calves doze standing beside their mothers, occasionally collapsing into the dust for brief rest. Adults rarely lie down for long. Their immense weight makes rising a deliberate act. Instead, they rest in shifts, always alert to the possibility of predators. Though few animals challenge an adult elephant, Lions may attempt to isolate a young calf. The herd's response is immediate and formidable. At the first sign of threat, adults form a tight defensive circle, tusks outward, calves shielded within a fortress of muscle and unity. As afternoon softens into evening, the elephants resume their steady march. They are ecosystem engineers, reshaping the landscape with every movement. Trees are pushed over, opening clearings that allow grasses to flourish. Seeds pass through their digestive systems and are deposited miles away, fertilized and ready to grow. Waterholes dug by their persistence become lifelines for antelope, birds, and countless smaller creatures. In their wake, life follows. The bonds between them are not merely practical, they are emotional. Elephants grieve. When one of their own dies, the herd may linger, touching the bones gently with their trunks, standing in silence as if acknowledging a loss too deep for sound. Years later, they may return to the same place, recognizing the remains of a fallen relative. Memory, for elephants, is not simply survival, it is connection. As twilight deepens, the savannah transforms. The sky burns briefly in hues of amber and violet before surrendering to indigo night. The herd gathers in an open plain. Fireflies flicker faintly among the grasses, and distant hyenas call into the darkness. The elephants stand close, their massive forms outlined beneath a canopy of stars. A young calf, emboldened by the safety of family, practices with its trunk, awkwardly attempting to pick up sticks, sometimes tangling its own legs in playful missteps. Older siblings watch with patient tolerance. Learning here is constant and communal. Calves observe which plants are safe to eat, how to cross rivers, how to interpret the subtle shifts in posture that signal caution or calm. When rains finally return after months of drought, the transformation is dramatic. Thunder rolls across the plains, and the scent of wet earth rises like a promise fulfilled. The elephants respond with visible excitement. They trumpet loudly, a sound that echoes across the rejuvenated land. Calves splash through newly formed puddles, while adults roll in fresh mud, coating their skin in a protective layer against insects and sun. Yet their world is not without challenge. Expanding human settlements, fences, and roads intersect ancient migratory routes. Water sources shrink under shifting climates. In some regions, poaching has left silent gaps where once herds moved freely. But across protected reserves and vast national parks, conservation efforts strive to ensure that these ancient travelers continue their journey. There is something timeless in the presence of an elephant herd moving across the horizon. Their ancestors walked these lands long before the rise of modern civilization. They witnessed shifting climates, evolving predators, and the gradual shaping of continents. Today's elephants carry that lineage forward, each step echoing with history. As dawn returns once more, the matriarch lifts her head, scenting the morning air. The herd stirs around her. Calves press close to their mothers. The journey resumes, unhurried, deliberate, enduring. Across the golden plains, beneath endless sky, the elephants move as they always have, guardians of memory, architects of the landscape, and gentle giants whose quiet intelligence binds family to family, generation to generation. In their slow passage across the savannah, there is a rhythm older than language, a reminder that strength and tenderness are not opposites, but companions. And as long as the sun rises over grasslands and distant thunder promises rain, the story of the elephant will continue, steady as a heartbeat, vast as the land they call home.